Welcome back to another installment of our City of Jackson, Tennessee Government Women in Leadership Series. I'm 2020 Mayor's Youth Council Vice President Jasmine Cintron. Today's episode features Rochelle Staten, who is the first Black woman in the history of the City of Jackson, Tennessee Police Department to be promoted to the rank of lieutenant in the Patrol Division. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm pretty good. My name is Jasmine, and today I'll be interviewing you. And my first question is, what is it like to be a woman in leadership in your field?
Jasmine, I'm Rochelle Staten. I'm a lieutenant at Jackson Police Department, and it's amazing. I love what I do. I love the fact that I broke some glass ceilings to get here. And I got good people that has been pushing me and good people that has pulled me up. So I love it.
Could you share an example of a hurdle or obstacle you experienced by being a woman in your field and how you overcame it?
I've been in law enforcement almost 24 years, and I started at another department, very, very small department, and the obstacle was that for women coming into a predominant male job, that we would not be able to stand on our own and pull our own weight. But coming out of the academy and my first 6 months on the street, I earned their respect. I was able to, I guess, the best way to say is, as far as being able to handle my calls, I didn't need them. So I just had to prove that I could do the job.
What made you interested in wanting to go into law enforcement?
I've never wanted to be in law enforcement. This job found me, and that's funny. That's how you know you're within the will of what God has you to do. I was not one of those kids growing up wanting to be a police officer. I wanted to be a doctor. But when I got to Tennessee, I was dating a gentleman that always wanted to be a police officer. So I took the test with him with no interest whatsoever. I passed. And the rest is history. And it just seems to like me, I guess. I've had roadblocks, but at the end of the day, they have been roadblocks to get me where I am today, to make me be the person that I am today.
Did your career shape your understanding of the world in any way?
Not really. I have traveled the world, so I've had an advantage of being introduced to different cultures. I've lived in the Philippines for 3 years. I've lived pretty much all over the United States, Texas, Washington. So I've been introduced to a lot of different diversities, and it has basically gave me a better understanding of what the world looks like.
Are there any assumptions of women you would like to change, and why?
The only one, I guess, for women would be that we, want to be when we get into a predominant male job, one of the assumptions is that we're trying to be a male, but that's not it. We're really trying to be a breadwinner for our family, be a care. This job here requires you to have some type of caring to make a difference, and that's all. When we come into a predominant male job, we're not trying to come in and take over the male dominant role. We're just coming in to do our job on an equal level as men.
Is there any female figure that inspired you or impacted your life?
So many. My grandmother, my grandmother, oh my God, my grandmother started telling me at a very, very young age, growing up in rural Mississippi, being dark-skinned, that was not going to be a hinder for me, that I could be anything I wanted to be, as long as I got my education, anything. Then I had Miss Robinson, which was my first grade teacher, Miss Bolden, which was my sixth grade teacher, who pushed me to start reading the limited books in the library about African-American trailblazers, and then Miss Payton in college in Mississippi Valley. I've had so many, and being here in Jackson, like my church members, I ain't gonna say the older ladies because I got some age on me, but the ladies that just a little bit older than me have taken me under their wings and nurtured me and guided me and give me good advice, because I compared to them, I'm still a pup. So, yes, plenty of women.
What is a message you have to all young women wanting to enter your field?
This job is rewarding in so many ways. I mean, and it has its moments. It has its ups and downs in its days, but at the end of the day, it is very rewarding. Let no one put limitations on you. Anybody can do this job if your heart is in the right place and your head is in the right place. You have to be open-minded. You can't let the world, especially what's going on in the world today and how they're predicting law enforcement, you cannot let that stop you. If this is the job that you want to do, do it. Do it. Step out of the box. Think out of the box. This job is really, really rewarding, and it takes caring people to go against what the world is portraying us right now, because it's bad apples in every bunch. So it takes good people to come in and offset what the world is showing us in the news right now. So if this is the job you really want to do, this is the job for you. It is really, really rewarding, and there's no limitations here.
Thank you so much for allowing me to interview today. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.